Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. It's another day where it's another more backlash in the video game industry out there. And the target of that is none other than today's Microsoft Xbox's upcoming Avowed, ladies and gentlemen, which of course is featuring pronouns, because why wouldn't it? And ladies and gentlemen, we see the picture of what some of the promotional material out there. Well, it feels like we're getting Concord all over again, and everybody out there is roasting it. And of course, our dear sweet Twitter overlord, aka X, Elon Musk himself, is pushing back against this stuff, because as he is a really big time gamer and he streams his games and shows, see all that kind of stuff. And I even heard a rumor that he became like one of the #1 video game players in the world for Diablo. Well, ladies and gentlemen, his opinion absolutely matters. And considering this is a guy that pushes the needle and changes the pace of a lot of cultural conversations out there, maybe Microsoft and the rest of the video game industry should actually pay attention, because he is representing a very good portion, if not the largest portion, of the video game industry out there that wants nothing more to do with your DEI nonsense, because all that leads into is a bunch of DIE, which is exactly where all your video games going. And it looks like Avowed is going to go in the exact same direction, boys and girls. Because as you can see over here from fandompulse.substack, Elon Musk reacts to Xbox's upcoming Avowed featuring pronouns utterly unacceptable. And boys and girls, we've also got a lovely little picture over here from our dear sweet Memology 101 and the Archcast, which of course shows you the exact same kind of diversity, nonsense, and equity garbage that we are seeing from a lot of the modern gamers out there. And boys and girls, if this doesn't look like it's going to be another hot pile of steaming garbage that we are going to report on you for another disastrous dumpster fire of a launch, well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what it is. So we're going to check out this article from fandompulse.com, getting all of the juicy details and see exactly what we've got going on here. Now, all of the reactions that we've got so far, including our dear sweet Elon Musk's. But before we do, if you do enjoy our content, hit that like button, share with all your friends, and subscribe or follow if you have not already, boys and girls, because we are grinding, we are growing, and I could not do that without every single one of you. Also, leave us a comment in the section down below. Were you one of those people out there, like many of the people in my chat while I'm recording this video live Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. who are actually kind of cautiously optimistic about Avowed? You were maybe even excited about this game, and now to hear that it's just going to be more of the woke kind of crazy nonsense, you're going to completely and totally abandon this game like a lot of people out there have already done. Let us know what you think about all that in the comments section down below. And if you support the channel, please check out the links in the description as well. So from our dear sweet John F. Trent over at fandompulse.substack.com, Elon Musk shared his thoughts about Xbox and Obsidian Entertainment's upcoming first-person fantasy RPG Avowed, featuring pronouns describing it as utterly unacceptable. It was revealed that developer Obsidian Entertainment, known for Fallout New Vegas, The Outer Worlds, and Pillars of Eternity, which I've heard really, really good things about, and this game is supposed to be in that exact same universe, will include pronouns after YouTube Force Gaming shared an early review of the game. While discussing the leveling system, he showed off some of the game's menus where it clearly identifies his character with he, him pronouns. Oh yes, boys and girls, because why wouldn't it? As you can see right there, level 6 experience, a war hero, and a he, him. So yes, just like Starfield out there, you're gonna have to pick your pronouns, just like Dragon Age Veilguard, just like Destiny, just like all the rest of these crazy ass games out there, or Discord. I apologize to all my Destiny fans out there. I don't know, does Destiny done this kind of stuff too? I'm not sure, but we know Discord did it, and it worked out very well for them as well. So ladies and gentlemen, this thing is going to turn into a disastrous dumpster fire, because guess what? Even if the game's great, a lot of people are automatically going to tune out and turn this off in every way, shape, or form, just because of all of the kind of backlash. Indeed, 2024 may be the year woke goes to die, especially in the video game industry. Former World of Warcraft team lead Mark Gurn, aka Grums, reacted to the pronouns being included in the game and Fandom's Pulse initial cover, writing on X, "I'm drawing a line. I'm rejecting any game that has pronouns in it. And you grammar Nazis know what I mean. Stop being stupid. I don't care if the game is good. A message must be sent. Pronouns promote the woke mind virus, and gamers must send a clear message." And he is absolutely right. The only way we're ever going to get this good is if we be proper gatekeepers and we push back against this kind of stuff and we make our voices heard that this stuff is unacceptable. We know what it is, and we're not going to let you have an inch on any of this kind of stuff, no matter how good your game is. It's right there. It's a red flag right there from the very beginning. And we have seen time and time again, when they prioritize diversity, inclusion, and equity, you automatically end up with a broken and buggy game of a mess out there. Ask Star Wars Outlaws, boys and girls, how'd that $130 pre-order work out for you? Musk responded to Grumm's post, writing on X, having pronouns in a fantasy video game is utterly unacceptable. And he is right. And it's one of them situations where it's not just Elon Musk. If you go over here to this post over here on X, you can see it for yourself, ladies and gentlemen, that of course we've got the Concord kind of nonsense. And guess what? As the Archcast over here says, well, shit. I was actually a little interested in this game, but this does scream created by a diverse team of developers, as you can see right here. And obviously we know that with the pronouns. I mean, literally, does this not give people all of that same kind of Concord vibes, that same Dragon Age Veilguard kind of vibes that we've seen in the past? And as Grums points out, and they've got something to say. I mean, shove down your throats. Raven Rain here says, they also have pronouns. I'm fucking tired of this. I won't be buying this POS. Sanjik over here says, and they have pronouns I already unwishlisted and ignored on Steam and turned into a non-binary. We see what you did there. And like somebody said, Dusty Tide says, looks like Concord Forest Edition. Diversity ruins creativity. I was hoping this would scratch the Elder Scrolls itch, but alas, they're not diverse though. They're all white women developing the game. I played Baldur's Gate 3 with mods. Looking forward to the new maps. What I'd like to see is Tav have a married option. Yada, yada, yada. Same. Oh, well, at least they're Stalker too. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. Everybody is ripping apart this game already. And that's how we know, boys and girls. This is how we already know. This game is going to turn into a disastrous dumpster fire for Microsoft, just like Concord did for Xbox. I don't know how many hundreds of millions of dollars they've dumped into this, but I'd imagine we're going to see history repeat itself once again, boys and girls, and Avowed is going to turn into another disastrous dumpster fire for Xbox. And you know what? This is what happens when you decide to allow your companies to be infected by all these insane woke ideologues out there, all of these diversity, inclusion, and equity people that all they want to do is shove an agenda down every single person's throat and infect it to where they want to make this the new normal. Well, guess what? The new normal isn't happening. The modern audience doesn't exist. Not only have we had an election to prove that, but we've also had hundreds of billions of dollars burned in the entertainment industry over the last decade on trying to bet on all of this kind of nonsense. You can go all the way back to Ghostbusters 2016, or you can come as recently as Concord or Star Wars Outlaws or Dragon Age Veilguard or any of the rest of the examples we have in the modern era. Woke does nothing more than turn things to dust. There's a reason why the go woke, go broke example has become such a major part of things out there. And this is exactly what happened when you concentrate diversity, inclusion, and equity over good quality gameplay and actually giving us a story that fans are going to love and is actually stick to the lore of its own said franchise. But we've seen this happen time and time again. And yes, is this just a red flag? Could the game be great? Yeah, it probably could. But like Grum said, we have to draw the line in the sand at this point. We have to push back against every single instance of this, because if you give them an inch, they will take a mile. And this is what's happened time and time throughout history when you allow cultists like this into your institutions and then just, oh, well, it's just a little bit. It's just a little bit of diversity. It'll be okay. No, 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 no. We will not allow your woke agenda and even the slightest bit of a drop inside of our entertainment industry, inside of our escapism. We don't want your political BS and all of your kind of nonsense, because yes, pronouns are absolutely political. That is all it is. It's a political ideology that they're trying to force down the throats of everybody else out there in the world. They're trying to convince you that 2 + 2 = 5, that boys can be, that boys are girls and girls are boys, and we're simply not going to allow that kind of nonsense. And the pronouns in this game and all of the woke backlash that happens for all of this kind of stuff because they have decided to go down this exact same path will turn Avowed into an absolute, complete, and total disastrous dumpster fire. And guess what? Microsoft, when you dance with the devil, you're bound to get burned, and this is going to be exactly what you deserve.